What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to a brand new episode on my channel. As always, I'm Jay, and today, guys, I'm going to be talking the Punisher Netflix series starring Jon Bernthal. And I have to tell you right off the bat, I really enjoyed it. And I am going to be giving you the things that I liked and the things that I didn't like about the show as well, while reviewing certain plot points. So, slight spoilers ahead, but without further ado, guys, let's dive into the Punisher. The story itself, very solid, and we're kind of unraveling this mystery along with Frank of what the hell happened and where his life went wrong. The world thinks Frank is dead after the events of Season 2 in Daredevil. He's been on the run. The show starts off, he's just trying to readjust and adapt to living a normal life, which I'd never seen before. And the thing is that whenever you're watching The Punisher, or looking at the comics and everything, he's always been in that constant struggle and that constant war. So to see him kind of try and actually attempt to adjust into normal life before obviously things kind of go haywire and actually draws him back into that dark world of killing and defending people who can't defend themselves, it was actually a very cool interpretation and different take that I didn't expect to see, and I didn't expect that I would enjoy. And one of the things that they did with adapting the Punisher in this series was his family was actually killed as part of a conspiracy that he was actually intertwined with. Through multiple flashbacks, through multiple different dream sequences and everything that are interwoven, we see Frank basically on his tours of duty and everything, being part of this special off-the-books group, and they are responsible for interrogating and getting intel about terrorists. It was in the pursuit of protecting the country, however, they actually killed innocent people who were framed into being terrorists, as we would later find out. Along the way, we're introduced to Microchip, David Lieberman, who was also kind of in a situation that's similar to Frank, where he's believed to be dead, but for totally different reasons is why he's keeping himself anonymous. Billy Russo, aka Jigsaw, who actually is made into one of Frank's old comrades, was definitely very well done. And there were so many little things hinting at his villain persona, but overall the show was great, and I definitely give it a 7.5 out of 10. Now, as far as the different things that I noticed during the show, I really liked the fact that you got to see Frank's grief, for sure. That was one of the high points of the film. Then his relationship with Microchip was very good, and they had a lot of subtle humor in there, and it worked very well. I loved one of the bits where it was Micro and Frank actually driving in the battle van. Yes, they had the battle van in this show. And basically what's happening is Frank's eating like his typical packet of tuna, and then all of a sudden you see Micro whip out this big like foot-long sub, and he's like, "Where'd you get that?" And he's like, "I made it. Everything was in the fridge." And he's like, "Did you make me one?" He's like, "No." The show itself had a lot of odes to the military and the issues of post-traumatic stress disorder, or PTSD as it's known, which, you feel the stress, you feel the pain of some of these veterans. One of the things that I didn't really like too much was the fact that the show was actually focusing very much so on people apart from Frank. I mean, obviously it's a TV show and you want to develop certain characters, but the thing is they dedicated a little too much time to certain characters, namely that of the DHS agent Madani. I thought she was great, and I thought the actress who played her was gorgeous and very good in her role, and I bought into her completely. I just felt like at certain points, I don't know why we were seeing her talking to her mother or her interacting with some other people when we should have been seeing more Frank, if you will, doing the things that we want to see him doing, which jumps up to my next point. There wasn't a lot of Punisher-style over-the-top mayhem, which, if you're a fan of the comics, if you're a fan of the Max series or the previous films, Frank enjoys, taking out the mafia element, the mob element, and there's not really that much of that in this. The only part where there's any mafia interaction is the first episode of the series. I really wanted to see him really go no holds barred on stuff like he did in Season 2 of Daredevil, especially in the prison when people were trying to kill him and all that other stuff. We didn't really see a lot of that in many episodes because it was more about him unraveling the mystery and everything like that. So one gripe, like I said, is he should be doing more in the way of action and kicking ass like we love to see him. And now that you've gotten Season 1 out of the way, when you're going forward, just have him go apeshit crazy and do what he does best, which is mow down bad guys who are trying to kill you. I have to be honest, though, I don't remember Frank being as vicious as he was at certain points in this series. He was borderline batshit insane, and you could see that in him cutting people's heads off and attaching grenades to them, or him like really like gouging people's eyes out and like straight up slitting people's throats and stuff. I thought that this was the most vicious Frank that we had seen yet. The show not ending with a bang was kind of a little bit of a small complaint that I had, but at the same time, again, it matches in with the whole idea of the post-traumatic stress disorder and kind of needing to express yourself and talk to people when you don't know how you feel. And it kind of bookends the show, though, because we see Frank trying to readjust to life, and now all the stuff that he's gone through, he kind of does feel like he is afraid, but he's willing to kind of readjust and reevaluate where he is. One of the things that I am calling bullshit on, though, is the fact that they gave Frank a free pass. After all the shit that Frank's done, and as much as he knows, he kills these people and gets his payback and his vengeance, and all the agencies that were hunting him, they give him a free pass. And he's actually able to roam the streets and walk free as a free man after all that he's done. You've blown up a lot of our men, and you've killed a lot of people, but we're just going to let you go. Yeah, guys, so overall, Punisher, great time. Definitely enjoyed it. You would definitely want to see this. I would say this and Daredevil are the top 2 series so far. And then after that, I'd say it's Defenders, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, and still Jessica Jones is dead last for me. So, all right, guys, that's all the time that I have for today. What did you like about the Punisher series? Tell me down below in the comment section. As always, guys, like, comment, subscribe. Leave all the feedback, even if it's negative feedback. And until next time, guys, take care. Bye-bye.